Let's talk about tits! Howdy! Hello there, welcome. This perfect specimen of sex is here to talk about best skill of MK. And yes, I'm being sarcastic, don't take that seriously. But we are going to debate right here in this video who is best girl in MK11. And I think it'd be perfect to have a tier list of sorts. So throughout the video you'll be seeing a little tier list type thing throughout the whole thing. So hopefully you agree with it, because if you don't, you're a degenerate. Okay, no, seriously though, let's look through this tier list and we're gonna find out who I think is best girl of MK, starting with the bottom of the tier list. Starting us off is the worst girl category. This is the category that I think there's like next to no redeeming qualities really about the female in terms of personality, in terms of looks, or anything like that. So yeah, if you can see that it is basically Kronika and D'Vorah. I put Kronika just slightly higher than D'Vorah. The tier list is going to be specific on the person, you know, in the tier itself. So that means dead last is D'Vorah, and honestly, how the fuck can you blame me? It's D'Vorah. D'Vorah, the problem with D'Vorah is that, one, she's a terrible person altogether, right? She's willing to do anything for her hive, which means, you know, killing a lot of people that are trying to help, and she's full of maggots and stuff. No! That sounds awful! You kiss her, it's gonna sound like mac and cheese being mixed around, like it's... Ew! No! No! We're not doing that. Then Kronika's next, right? And Kronika's pretty bad too. The only reason why she's slightly better than D'Vorah is because at least she's not full of maggots. Ignoring all of that though, her personality is awful. She's gonna just kill everyone basically because she doesn't like how things went out. That just sounds like an awful personality trait altogether. And she's not exactly amazing to look at. I mean, she's kind of not very, I don't know, it's just not very interesting to look at. I look at her and I see kind of like I don't know, Star Trek Kylo. I don't see it. I don't know, maybe she's your type. That's cool. I wouldn't though. Not at all. And then we hit the meh category. These are people who have, you know, some kind of redeeming qualities about them, but they just don't stack up to the rest, I guess. I think her hair is cool. I like the blue hair color. I like the look of the face part. And then everything past that goes downhill because it's all robot. You can't really do much with that. You can't. There's not much to do with it. Also, her personality is not exactly the best either, because her personality is basically notice me, senpai, notice me. That's not cool either, because then it just kind of becomes needy. Personality is not the best. She looks cool in some aspects, but like, how do you date a robot, especially a robot whose whole purpose is to be cold? So it's kind of like, I would imagine kissing her would feel like kissing a refrigerator. Like, it's not exactly the sexiest of, you know, people to go for. After her, you have Jackie Briggs. Now, Jackie seems cool. The only reason why she's in the meh category is because I just don't know much about her. I mean, her dad is Jack's cool dude. I like his character. She's cool. She's a good soldier. She looks cool. I just don't have much to say on her. Honestly, I really don't have much to say on her. Then you have the okay, I guess category. And that category, I would like to think, is people in the middle of the road, right? People who have just as much good qualities as they have bad. So, starting that off, we have Sonya Blade. Sonya's okay. Okay, I guess, fitting with the tier list there. Right? But the thing with Sonya is that she is very self-motivated, which is a plus. I like that. She's not exactly bad on the eyes, especially if you look at the younger versions in, you know, the other games. Like, she's not bad. I like her. I like Sonya. Sonya's cool. I'm not too into the whole Ronda Rousey voice acting thing. I don't know if that should count in this tier list, but I kind of counted it myself because she just sounds like she doesn't care for like a lot of it, and maybe that shouldn't count in this tier list, but it kind of pulls her down a little bit because it's kind of her voice. But other than that, she's okay. The thing that made her hit the okay, I guess, category instead of meh was the self-motivated thing. Jackie fits that, but she came from a family of it. Sonya, like, you know, it's the first character of her line that kind of goes into that sort of thing. I mean, technically not really, but it's the first that we've seen. Jackie kind of just feels like female Jax in a way, but slightly different. But moving on, okay, I guess we also have Cassie Cage, which is the daughter of Sonya, ironically. Family thing going on there, huh? The thing with Cassie, why she's slightly ahead, is because she also has the humor of her father, so it makes her a little better. I feel Sonya's all business, but Cassie's kind of a mixture of the two. So you have like the good humor. I like the nice humor. She's pretty, and she has the self-motivation of her mother. So I like her. The only thing I'm not the biggest fan of is that it's kind of like a Jackie Briggs situation where, yeah, she has a lot of these good qualities, but a lot of those good qualities come from the fact that she's mostly a combination of her parents. She feels like they took Sonya and Johnny Cage and just kind of mixed them together, and I guess that's kind of the point. She's their kid, but very rarely, I mean, then again, maybe I'm speaking of my own experience and that's totally different, but very rarely do I ever see kids copy their parents to a 100% extent to that she does. She literally has the shades and the jokes of Johnny Cage with the looks and military operation type look as Sonya. It's a little too close. It's like if I literally followed my parents' occupation to a T. It's like kind of, it's a little weird. Runner-ups. So in the runner-ups we have Scarlet. Scarlet is just, she's just hot. Honestly, I don't have, like, she's not the best character personality wise. She made it pretty high up because of her looks. I just think she's really attractive, but she is not a bad character because of who she is. Like, she's not just naturally evil, she's kind of forced into it. She was an orphan that was kind of raised by Shao Kahn and was kind of forced into having this hunger for blood that makes her who she is. So she's kind of like a slave to those negative actions. So it kind of sucks and it makes me kind of empathize a little bit. At the same time though, she kind of seems like she enjoys it. So that's why I bumped her down. Like, yeah, I empathize, but you look like you're enjoying that a little too much. So I bumped you down for that. Then second place, because after this character we have first place, is Katana. Katana is like another situation. She's just pretty to look at, but I like a lot of her character traits. She defied her father, who was a conqueror, Shao Kahn, if you're unaware. She defied all of that. She's pretty to look at. She's very self-motivated. She's a very strong person altogether. She's just, and she united all of Outworld. Like, she's like super well motivated, and it's like evident in MK11. So Katana gets really high up there, and the only reason why she does not get the best girl mantra or title, I guess, for me, is because of one, not even something that she did, but because of the person above her. So let's get to that then. I'm sure if you guys were on my recent MK11 stream, you should kind of know who best girl is going to end up being, and if you also have played me before in MK11, you also know who best girl is going to be, and that is Jade. Now the reason for Jade is just like the bottom two that I just mentioned. She's extremely attractive, self-motivated. She also stood up to Shao Kahn, being one of his daughters that, he conquered and whatnot, right? So a lot of the same traits that Katana has, she also shares. But there's one thing that I really respected that she did that makes me really like her as a character, right? Is that not only does she stand up to someone who's obviously terrible, like Shao Kahn, but she also stood up to someone she loved or loves, Kodo Khan. Because the thing is that what makes me more interested in Jade as a person is the fact that she has a love interest in MK11. And she doesn't just only support him to a T, not like total loyalty, but you can tell it's genuine and actual love, considering that when Kotal Khan is about to do something really fucked up, she's there to stop him. She doesn't just support everything he does. She is self-motivated and independent enough to say, no, wait, this thing you're doing, I hate it. This is not going to happen. And she stopped him from making a mistake. And he acknowledged it. And it's a fantastic thing. I loved it. I loved it. And not to mention, she's my favorite character to play in the game too. So maybe that makes me a little biased. But it made me like her character a lot more. She really kind of took herself out of that whole thing. And for as far as I know, she's the only character in this tier list in terms of MK11 that had a love interest that went through that kind of arc. And it's, I mean, Katana kind of does a Liu Kang, but it's mostly just like at that awkward stage rather than a true relationship like Jade and Kotal Khan. I really liked seeing her do that. My kind of person is somebody like that. My kind of partner, ideal partner, would be somebody like Jade. Somebody who is independent, quiet, like she's not always, you know, yelling in people's faces about what to do or something like that. Like she's not, you know, Cassie Cage all spontaneous and bombastic. She's a shy, no, not shy, quiet. She's a quiet but confident type. Something I really like and enjoy. Quiet and confident type that she is. She does what she needs to do. She does her sneaky ninja shit, but then when it's time to stand up to someone, even if it's her own lover, she's gonna say something. And I like that very much. I respect it very much. But maybe you guys feel some type of way about that. Clearly everyone has their own reasons why somebody is best girl in their mind, right? So let me know who you think best girl is for Mortal Kombat 11. And let me know if I should make more videos like these, because I don't really make these kind of videos often. So maybe it should be a thing more. So let's do that. And yeah, I guess that's kind of it. I'll see you guys in the next one.